Zero Podcast. I'm your host, Wolf.
I'm your host, Gold.
I'm your host, Connor.
I'm Kylie. I'm depressed.
And today, we will be discussing and analysing Kyle's thoughts on Arc 8 and Arc 9 today.
I'm finally...
Yeah, so I guess...
She's got up!
100%
If you had to sum up your experience in one word...
You did it!
Fuck! I'm so sad! I was so excited today, and now I want to cry. I had her back. She was back. She was mine. And now she's gone.
We have seen the light, Kyles, and we know it can come back. We know how Subaru knows it can be done. It will be fixed next arc.
To pay you fucker, you fucking cuck. I hate you so much.
I guess just to ask this and get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Obviously, the end of Arc 8 and Arc 9 are two drastic and rather extreme twists.
Fuck, yeah.
Let's not say you aren't expecting it. I think Arc 9 actually sets up that this is how it's going to end pretty early on.
Mm-hmm.
But
I literally did not see it coming. I was like, huh?
I mean, Al foreshadows it from the moment he captures him, saying if Subaru ever escapes, then it's over. He's just going to loop and it's done. Like, if he ever gets out, then I lose.
Al literally sets the win condition for the other team at the start by openly saying that to himself.
Oh, shit. I didn't even catch that. This is what you get for
And there are
speed
some
reading.
other points of no return that characters have gone through. Like, we're not going to leave everyone there except for Rem and Amelia as mind broken from Al's authority, or make it so that Amelia has basically won the royal selection at that point, because there's no competing with her after that.
Yeah,
where
true.
her team has slayed the divine dragon entirely after it got kidnapped, defeated multiple Sin Archbishops, and everyone else is doomed.
Well,
so it kind of had to. But obviously a lot of people are upset about it.
I could even posit at that point there probably is no royal selection anymore.
I mean, if Volcanica died, there'd be no royal selection. If Felt was actually Fiore, no selection.
Yeah, there's so many end conditions for
Like-
the royal selection happening there.
Krush coming back would actually potentially make it happen. I don't know. Like, fuck, man.
Well, Krush is only competing to kill the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least sever the connection.
Sever the kingdom's tie.
I guess not only.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wants it done. And so if Volcanica's dead, then mission accomplished for her.
Yeah, it's like an unfortunate, oh well, I didn't want to, but at least it's still severed.
Holy shit. Podcast's gonna be a mess, by the way, because I'm a mess, because it took me 2 or 3 weeks to finish Arc 8. Yeah, I want to say 2 or 3. And I finished Arc 9 in 3 days. In less time than Al set for... No, the same amount of time it took that I was supposed to take to find Priscilla's Book of the Dead, which he never did, which I was surprised.
It's hard to find a specific book.
Well, except
Especially
for if you're
when
Natsuki Subaru, you can
aren't
find
really
all yours.
looking for it.
Yeah, that's
Well,
cool.
when you have... After how many deaths he has, half of that library is Subaru.
I was about to say.
The fact that you don't run into it more often.
Subaru is like you're playing the lottery, but he stuffed the ballot with more of his names and numbers. Like
He's getting all that Tesserae in the Hunger Games.
There's got to be thousands of near-identical books that are just... And Natsuki Subaru opened his eyes on the roof in the Demon City, and then he exploded. And then that's the whole book.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
11
From the
seconds
10
of hell.
seconds,
Thanks,
11 seconds of
Obot.
hell.
Petra
Yeah.
had her 1 second of hell. That absolutely destroyed
That is
me.
true.
Girl. That girl's strong.
Yeah, she is.
That was a great moment.
I am glad.
Well, she gave up the ability to be weak, unfortunately.
Yeah,
It's
unfortunately.
No other conclusion.
I am low-key glad. She deserves a life. But at the same time, I don't know how I feel, but you know what? It's probably a good thing. It's probably better. It's good to live an ordinary life. But she's not ordinary.
Yeah.
She'll find a different way. She'll find something.
A lot of the big thing with Arc 9, right, is this isn't, oh, none of these events didn't happen. It's these events caused us to be able to reset and make sure nothing bad happened.
Mm-hmm.
These characters ensured that happened, right? That was outside of Subaru's control at that point.
And it's crazy how little...
Petra and Rem saved the day for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. And it's crazy that everything we learned, nobody fucking knows. So we have all this lore now. It was basically just a lore drop. Gone.
Yeah.
It's It's implied Subaru was kind of vaguely aware of a lot of what was happening.
Yeah.
So Subaru,
through
Because he had
Corleones.
Corleones.
yeah. So Subaru doesn't have direct knowledge of a lot of stuff, but he's inferred a bunch of things from the information he was gathering using Corleones.
Yeah.
So he might not know a lot of the specific stuff, but he has a good idea about a bunch of things that happen. And Subaru's smart. He's already figured out that he has a way to save Rem just from what he was able to gather information wise from him being out of that orb for like 10 seconds and Corleones.
Another thing is I started crying when I realized all those to God, Buddha, and
Old
Lagna. It was Petra the whole time.
Yep.
I thought it was
Yeah, we were kind
Al.
of caught off guard with that. Well, we were under the assumption it was citizens of Lagunica, that they had, it's like what she had described. It's the different citizens giving up different things in order to give her that power, which that was
would be
true,
interesting.
but she was copying all of them for her own sacrifices as well.
Fuck. To edit that for the podcast, for the audiobook, I'm thinking we garble the voice so you can't tell whose it is, and it just kind of sounds robotic.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Because then it could still be a surprise. Because I was thinking
Or
about
heavily
that.
distorted. Yeah.
I think it's going to be heavily distorted, and maybe it's like we slowly, incrementally clear it up throughout.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
once we
I
get to her
agree.
chapter, it's 100%. I
Clear,
can
yeah.
layer our Petra and our Al over each other, too. That way we get a weird, distorted voice.
Or with the narrator, maybe.
I think we do
that's
with the
discussions
narrator.
for later.
It's true. That's a lot of narrative.
Directorial decisions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you're right. I mean, Petra was totally the MVP of Lotus Arc, and she gave up she was willing to give up everything. And as you said, she would have became a entirely different person, not even a person, like a witch.
A witch.
Yeah, like a witch, like Echidna was a witch, like Satella is a witch now, an inhumane sort of existence.
But it takes a crazy amount of courage and strength and self-confidence to be able to do what Petra did and pull it off with so much style. Sacrifice
so cool.
sacrifice so much knowing that your bet is that you never had to make those sacrifices if you win. But you're still taking a risk, because if you lose, you've lost everything, right?
Yeah. Girl gambled everything. She was with
she was
the
really
worst Subaru to be with, too. Arguably. One of the worst.
I feel like Petra mellows out that Subaru a lot,
True.
just by that Subaru being her imaginary Subaru.
That is also the most efficient Subaru for her to see.
Yeah.
True.
As it very clearly sets up, this is his power, this is how it all works, this is the threat that he faces, as well as being the loop most impactful to Petra herself, because he has to stab himself in the neck with her handkerchief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not
Which
is it thematically great, but
I still suspect Echidna knew that was going to happen, and that's why she decided to do that. That's her little bit of meddling.
I wonder, okay, if that's the case, this is actually a good question. What is Echidna's purpose in showing, because obviously she gave Al a secondary objective through doing this to Subaru. What was it that she was trying to show Subaru?
Well, at the end, she wants to kill the witch, and the witch is Amelia.
it's envy.
No, it's Satella.
It's Satella. But then every
Yeah, she wants
single
Satella
thing,
dead.
Yeah, she wants Satella dead. But everything that Al was talking... Okay. Going back. So I thought there's a point where Al was talking about two witches. I think he must have, in one way, shape, or form, been in cahoots or close with Satella at some point, which of envy. And then agreed to do whatever the heck it is that Echidna promised Subaru in Sanctuary, but he said no to. And that's how Al has his power. However he was created.
I think that specific line you're
took it-
thinking of, because I actually saw you read that, is Al thinking about how he is a wooden doll in the palms of these two witches. He's basically thinking that he can't compare. He can't do anything. It doesn't really describe his relationship with Envy, if there even is one. It's more that he's dancing in the palms of Echidna and Envy, and he feels like he can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I think it's because of how fast you read this, there was not enough time to digest some of the intricacies of what Al's chapters in history and reveals mean. So it's probably prudent to break down some of it and make sure that you're on the same page that we've spent hours discussing with each other to catch up to. So at this stage, Kyles, we have 4 different echidnas.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, so it's 4 exactly. So we have Sphinx Echidna. We have Echidna, who's dead.
I wasn't even counting Sphinx. Sphinx is 5.
God.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
Sphinx,
we
dead,
have
dead Echidna.
we have Omega. We have
yes.
Omega, who is
That's-
the Witch of Greed that Subaru and Amelia know.
That's the Arc 4 interlude that I haven't read,
Yes.
but Chase filled me in on.
Yes.
Which is the West
So
Pole.
it's the Witch of Greed that Subaru and Amelia specifically meet in Arc 4 that's like dead and in the graveyard, is younger than the one in the corpse, and is a lot more evil than what Beatrice and Roswell remember. Goes by Omega now, and she's walking around in a Ryuzu clone.
Okay, so Omega was in the trials.
Arc 4 talking and the Witty
Yeah.
Party.
She's-
in the
He's season
trials.
2. Like, that's who we talk to in season
Okay.
2 directly.
Omega season 2.
We have
dead Echidna, who was
have
teacher. Since
Scarf Donna.
Scarf Donna. Confirmed
No,
Echidna.
she is not teacher.
No, she's not.
So dead Echidna is
Omega
not
is not
teacher.
anyone's teacher.
No.
Correct.
So okay, hold on. One is Omega,
Yes.
season 2. 2, dead one, dead Echidna, is sensei / mother
Well,
to
they're
Roswell
kinda
and
all
Beatrice.
dead.
one in the glass casket.
The
you
glass
know?
yeah,
casket.
the corpse.
The corpse
Yes,
Echidna
that's
is
mother.
Mother / teacher. Okay, got you. 3rd is Echidna, Scarf Donna.
Mm-hmm.
4th.
And then the 4th one is Al's teacher.
Okay. So probably a Ryuzu clone.
Well, the reason why this is strange is because when he is like training under her, he's in the same dimensional space that Omega, the Witch of Greed from season 2, exists in, but is not the same entity. For whatever reason, when Al figures out how to get back into that space after getting out of his seal and meeting Betelgeuse, he doesn't recognize her as the same person. He sees her as the one that we meet in season 2, but not the one that taught him.
Okay.
When
And
he
on the
goes back to
other-
the thing, he's like, who's this is not my teacher. Yeah.
And on the other end, the Echidna that teaches Al directly, like gives him the name Aldebaran and is the one in all of his flashbacks, makes the point that she is not the one that created Beatrice either.
Right, yes, I remember that.
Or the one that sacrifices herself. The one that throws herself in front of Satella and sacrifices herself is Mother. That's the one that Roswell and Beatrice know.
The one they love. So, Mother, did she create the Echidnas? She created Puck and Beatrice.
Well,
That's Mother.
Puck is the oldest.
Yeah, Puck
So-
is
Puck's
likely
six.
created by the Witch of Greed, like as close to that
By
as
Omega.
possible.
By Omega. Okay, so Omega and Mother are 2 different people. Kind of like how Satella and the Witch of Envy are 2 different people.
Kind of.
Kind of.
It's honestly more like Amnesia Baru is different from regular Subaru.
Ah,
That they have 2 different amounts of memory, so they separate. The Witch of Greed is the youngest version. They're all dead, just to get that out of the way. It's all still the same
okay.
physical
So
person.
Satella is dead.
No, Satella is the only one that's still alive.
Yeah.
Every
She's
instance of
locked
Echidna
away.
is dead.
Yes.
They're all dead.
Yeah. But the one you meet so like the ones you meet in the graveyard are sort of like save files that Echidna have of herself.
Yeah, it's like
right?
the cloud.
She
Yeah,
downloads
it's
through.
different stages.
Cloud, the Echidna cloud.
Yeah, the kitty cloud, yeah. And she literally puts these save files into these vessels, right?
Yeah.
And that's why they come out weird. That's why there's one that's like, Sphinx, there's one that's whatever. Because they're all these prototype versions of her trying to take immortality,
and they're
right?
all at different stages in
And-
her life as a person. So the Witch of Greed is like the true like sociopath kind of more evil, like only
Younger
desiring
version.
knowledge with her greed and can't understand human emotions. Al's teacher is somewhere on the path of becoming a human being with some sort of like emotions in there, but she's still leaning more to the Witch of Greed's ideology. And Mother, who Roswell and Beatrice know, is a fully fledged human being who loves and cares.
Oh,
Because she's the oldest incarnation of them. She's like had a character
And
journey that's made her become a better person.
Obviously, if she's willing to sacrifice her life, does not have immortality as her number 1 goal anymore.
Yeah.
okay. So does that could that mean? That Amelia is also like that with Satella, in a way?
Yeah.
I only don't think that
But-
is the case because they are both physically in the world.
Yeah, they're both alive.
Satella is just in a Ulshamok ball, just like the Subaru and Beatrice were.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's why the Ultramark being a thing is also really important. Because we now know that's the mechanism that is also sealing Satella.
That's the seal. Was that not the
Which
seal
was
Amelia was in? No, she was in ice.
She froze herself. Yes.
froze
It was the seal that Al was in, though. We don't know how he got out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so Al was in a seal before. Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Because Echidna...
Yeah, and then he randomly dropped by into the island, yeah.
It's weird that they both dropped into Gladiator Island when they got their shit fucked up. Like when Subaru's Return by Death got fucked up. Loveless RBD. And then Al comes back. They're both on Gladiator Island. There's gotta be something.
It is a strange point. Someone must have moved and released Al there. We just don't know who or why. But yeah, so the confusing part of all of it is that there are 4 distinct Echidnas. I think there is a definite chance that the reason Omega is in like the Tea Party and not Al's teacher is Al's teacher escaped and became Scarfdonna. I think that's why she has no memories. Similar to what happened with Louis, where she got a physical form that didn't quite match what was on the inside, but was connected to it.
And she's become a teacher of a prodigy in her own right.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Sphinx was temporarily a 5th Echidna, but she showed up and died.
Yeah.
So we don't have to
removed from the field now. Yeah.
Oh, she
Her
officially removed? It
point
seemed
in the
like-
story.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say her point in the story is pretty much to introduce us to this concept.
Yeah.
Right. So when it gets confusing later, we can point to something and see, like, here, look, this is evidence to support your brain theory on, all your brain and support your theories on all this stuff,
It teaches us also a bit about ode manipulation and what it means to construct life and how do you do that to make it similar to something else if you'd like to.
Right. Seems like
why,
Priscilla did a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's interesting how in which, like, as you said, Satella and Amelia, I don't know, we still don't know, but they're similar, right? They are similar in body and in shape, obviously. Their construction. Oh yeah. Their bodies are just
They are similar in looks and
You said it
in
was
role.
crazy. Yes. Roll, shape, face, boobs, yeah, everything. All that jazz. All that jazz.
Yeah, I've measured it out. But yeah, like the idea is that, like, we saw it with Sphinx, right? Once she actualized her soul, she transformed into visually Echidna.
Right.
Which is also how Subaru and Ceci return to their normal forms as well.
And when you think about it, if Al looks similarly to Subaru, maybe his soul got transformed into Subaru's.
Oh.
Right? So it's Ode, sorry, it's Ode.
Yeah.
So he might have looked like something else.
It's because we know
Or
we know
didn't look
his,
like anything.
Yeah, because Al's eyes are grey, from what I understand. So he doesn't look exactly like Subaru, but he's probably as close to Subaru's Ode as Echidna could kind of get at.
Kind of like a Capella clone or a Capella shape form.
Like a slightly off Capella clone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when she mimics what's her face? Priscilla, and she's like slightly off. She's just slightly off.
Yeah.
Her AI generated Amelia.
Yeah.
Subaru in
Yeah.
The
season
white
3.
dress.
Yeah. The Total Wisdom is just a fucking chat GPT.
It's just Sora AI. They just-
We've talked to this before, but like I'm honestly under this is just my pet theory. It's just basically this idea that the Tone Wisdom is some allegory to like computers.
It makes sense.
That's why there's glitches. Like that's why they speak robotically, is because it acts like a computer. Yeah. Instead of saying that ReZero is a game world, I'm just going to say that the Tome of Wisdom is a computer, and that's the authority.
Oh my gosh, it's
My-
Netgear. SAO. Oh my gosh.
My extension of that gold is I suspect Flugel may have had a part in breaking down the magic system of the world to Echidna, which is why she became so powerful. But he did it in programming terms, like broke it down into like sections and areas, zones, spells, levels, ranks, all of that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Very much he
honestly,
had the different
because
perspective that the raw talent Echidna needed to fully send magic into a completely different plane.
Right. Now, all of that is backstory with Al. Is there any of the other big surprises and twists and turns from late Arc 8 and all of 9 that really hit you?
I forgot about Arc 8 at this point. Arc 8 was crazy too, but the shit I just read was insane. Okay, well, so many of the Valachian family having Yang swords, just whipping them out, no problemo, was insane. Oh my
yeah, and
gosh.
next novels they explain that more, or like that's beforehand.
Yeah. Now we got Spica, we got Rigel, we got Rem and Subaru are involved with Spica, and we have Halabil.
Yeah, Halabro!
There's
He was the biggest shock. I never got spoiled that Hannibal was coming.
I knew because we had to cast Hannibal, but I was still like, oh my god, he's here.
And he plays a really important role in the story, too.
Yeah. He wasn't much when he was in Remif, besides just a goofy guy and a landlord, but...
I mean, it's genuinely crazy that he gets introduced into Ramif, and he's already a fan favorite character because he's just such a cool guy. But then he gets introduced into the main story in genuinely like a perfect way because all of the Valakia stuff relates to his own backstory as a wolf person.
Yeah.
Too. Like, it's really fucking cool.
The fact that he literally changes the mind of the guy who said
genocided his people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm gonna have
that's
to
a good
blur out that
full
term
story.
for YouTube.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, whoops.
That's okay.
Oh yeah, it's true.
But it's true. It's true.
It's good. I think the Arc 8 has a lot of like great individual character moments that feels, when we were judging it at the end of Arc 8, we were like, this is sort of a Avengers style, everyone fights, everyone gets their cool moment, and that was like there's a style to every single arc that is individually unique from the last.
Yep.
And I feel like this style I was unsure of before this arc occurred if Tepe could write successfully. And he pulled it off really
With flying colors.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And gave a lot of interesting color to a lot of characters that I thought were kind of underutilized. Like, he had a lot of plates to juggle, getting us re-interested in the Amelia camp, getting us to care about all the Vlakian generals, and even just the Vlakian characters get their ending satisfied or poetic enough. Because, I'm going to assume that this is probably the height of a lot of those character storylines, so I think it's...
Oh, for sure.
I think it's definitely...
It's good. I mean, it's satisfying.
Yeah. It's definitely in preparation for whatever the hell the ending is, for Subaru to have literally the entire world on his side, whatever the fuck that may be. I really like that love is like the main thing that wins out overall. And that's the whole reason for the battle.
I love that love is the main theme of ReZero, and it's not stupidly thought out. Like, because there's so many stories where love being the main theme is just not very analytically or deeply thought about, and and a lot of the time it comes across as kind of like toxic or a bit immature. Whereas this story is very much a very emotionally mature, really good intentioned take on what love means and how it changes the world and the people around you and yourself.
Yeah. I think because of that, and the fact that Tepe is actually writing out this pain and remorse that Al has never really been able to experience, it seems, because he just redoes everything over and over. Now that he finally has to face grief of losing Priscilla, I think, even though some people probably didn't like that everything went back to the beginning of Arc 9 at the end, I think it makes the most sense with the story. It also really helps progress Subaru's kind of plight with that, and that he could save someone.
I mean,
through love over time.
It's a huge character moment for Subaru in that last interlude where he says, "I have to learn about the world," right?
Yeah, And he finally opens up and is like, I can't do this alone. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Help
Yeah,
me.
I'm not okay.
Yeah.
He like openly admits it to everyone around him, and it's not a dead-end
Finally.
loop, right? Like,
Took a while.
Well, this is
10
also
years.
like the only time we get to see like actualized Subaru in like full. Like
In
he's
full.
not
yeah,
caught up in his own bullshit anymore.
yeah.
Now he has a
Now it's
mission
external
about-
stuff.
At the
right?
end of Arc 6, yeah.
Yeah. It was like night and day.
Because all of the arcs since 6 have been like kind of like a stopgap on Subaru. He's been like the finishing touches on. Well, because obviously his character development isn't finished yet, but he's in the later stage of his character now, right?
Yeah.
And he's now at a point where he is self-actualized enough to actually become like a more active player in the story.
Yeah.
Which is why the upcoming arc, being the politics arc, the AOT Season 3 arc, is so fucking awesome.
Yeah, you're bringing in a whole cult of the dragon.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The nun, one, I want to cosplay that immediately. But two, I was like,
Yeah.
is Felt actually Fiore? Is this Fiore? Is this Capella? Who is this? Who is this?
Okay.
Good question.
Yeah. We're like 99%
We're 99%
certain
sure
it's
it's
Capella.
Capella, yeah.
It makes sense. Where the fuck she's been? She keeps getting popped up. She's mother to all these fucking crazy people. Sorry, Melee. But, like, also
And
Roy is switching
you know
sides
what-
so fucking crazy.
Oh, Roy is a fucking devious character in Arc 9.
It was crazy, but I was okay with it. Okay, sorry, you were saying
Roy was awesome.
I was like,
Roy,
what the fuck?
Roy
I'm
is
cheering
genuinely
for
might be
you.
my favorite Archbishop, apart from Capella.
What a
right
fucking
now.
weirdo.
Like, in terms of the entire
Yeah,
scope of the story.
absolutely batshit insane, but God was he entertaining
Hype
in all
motion.
of Arc
Yeah.
9.
He was all for the hands. He just wanted
Yeah.
hype and
Off the
fights, and he just
That's so
Yeah.
good, dude.
yeah.
And if it is
Now-
Capella, I'm excited for more lines. Yes.
I mean, just as a point, if she's dressed up as a nun, do you know what it's like? What do they call the leader of convents? Like, what's the title of the woman in charge of
Oh
all
my
of them?
God,
Sarah.
you're
The
right.
Mother Superior.
Oh, Mother Superior.
Oh, the finishing
Oh my
touch has to be.
God,
Oh yeah, we
maybe.
actually have. We're trying to convert the heathens in Guisteco. We have a church based out there.
Oh my yeah, you're right. She is from Gusteco. Yeah, well, she's Assassin Guild and Gusteco
yeah,
that she runs.
her whole operation is based out of Guisteco. So
Fuck, so we're going
That's the
there
Holy
next?
Land. So
yeah.
Oh,
No,
look
they're coming here.
Well, yeah, oh no, it's almost
yeah,
certainly
they're coming
the
here.
Guisteco arc
Yeah,
is
yeah.
them coming here in Arc 10.
it's crazy. The entire time I was like, oh, I understand the D&D campaign now. Oh, we should revisit that now. Oh my god, Evil Eye Tribe. Hey, Fantia mentioned.
I do also think we're like on the topic of that D&D campaign. I think genuinely, with all the information we've learned, we could. It's going to be a lot easier to construct.
my brain is expanded.
Yeah,
my
like
brain is-
it's no longer checkers, it's 4D chess.
I also know how to edit that shit now. I don't just get rid of the gaps. Can make it sound good.
Yeah, I think the next arc's gonna be very interesting. I know we're talking about it, but yeah, like the politics, right? Yeah. So to focus us back to the point we were making just then, the thing about this past few arcs themes being sort of, or I guess this is the overarching theme of ReZero, which I think this past few arcs kind of touch on really well, both of them individually, is like Priscilla and Yorna's ability being literally stronger together versus Sphinx's ability being everybody, individually can resurrect themselves as a million times as they want, but they're hollow inside. They don't feel the emotions that they used to feel. It's very on point, and even
Yeah.
Sphinx has no emotions. She can't relate to other people.
Yeah.
It's interesting. And then obviously Al, who puts everything on himself, right? Just like Subaru tried to do in the beginning of the story.
And
it's obviously meant to mirror that.
He's been
and
hollowed
all of
out.
Subaru's friends, yeah.
Not only been hollowed out by Echidna's training, quote unquote, that he endured, but
Fuck.
also by him being stuck in that mindset because of that training and never leaving it. He's just become more and more hollow as a person. And it very much parallels his teacher's younger years of being a hollow person too. And it all really comes across into very much again and again because Echidna became like a genuinely good person by the end of her life.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Allegedly.
From
what we
what
can
we know,
tell,
yeah.
According to Roswell.
Enough to sacrifice herself to save Al.
Yeah. So yeah.
According to Roswell.
Oh, she did sacrifice herself to save Al.
That version did, yeah.
That version, yes.
Yes, the one that actively caused them to be dead. The one that somehow her corpse got fixed and put in the sanctuary, but lost all of her limbs fighting Satella, died to Satella, and sealed Al. She sacrificed herself there, which confused the version of her that was Al's teacher. It's like, I don't really get why she did that, but you failed, so I guess there's not really another option.
That makes sense. Okay. And that was he saying it was 400 years ago? It was. Yes.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
all the way back.
All
then.
matches up to the 400 years ago time.
So he is okay. But he's not Flugel. That's confirmed because Echidna said he's not following the ways of
Yeah.
Flugel.
Yeah, he's not Flugel.
Because
He might be a
still,
copy of him, though,
He might be.
but we don't know
He might
that
be a
for certain.
half-baked.
Subaru's Flugel.
Yeah, it could be.
Subaru's dad's Flugel.
Flugel.
Bad dad.
Subaru Flugel. Flugel is Al. Al is.
It's somehow.
Al
dad.
is
Spider-Man meme.
if Al is Subaru's brother, then it's almost certain that Flugel is Kenichi.
Is Kenichi, yeah.
Yeah. That would be
Like
true.
I feel in either of those circumstances, the other one has to follow. Just for it to be
feel like
consistent.
Kenichi being Flugel would add so much to the themes of Subaru's like self-doubts and stuff about like
honestly.
not being his
Yeah.
son, and now I've escaped to another world, I can make my own name, just to be hit with you're that guy's son, huh?
Well, and also
Imagine
too, if that's the case with Al as well, that could be why he sees him as a bad dad.
Sees who is a bad dad,
Subaru's dad.
or who sees who is a bad dad.
Al sees Subaru's
Yeah,
dad.
Al has a
/
complicated
his dad.
relationship with his parents.
Yeah, because he keeps going on about
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah.
a lot.
Well, it's because he never knew his parents. It's obviously a complicated relationship because whatever they
Oh, he
did
doesn't remember them. Yeah.
That's why I have
like,
a theory.
left him with Echidna.
I have a theory that the reason why that could be is if they're twins. Let's say they both have this affinity for whatever reason. If Kenichi is Flugel, maybe they both have the affinity to go into this world. Maybe if they were twins and Al's stars are bad, maybe he, maybe died in the womb, died upon birth. And so they're twins. That could be the case. And since, Al was 400 years earlier, maybe he could have gone back. Maybe. I don't know. That's my crackpot theory. And then Subaru came in later because obviously it waited till he was like a certain age to pull him in. I don't know. That's my crackpot theory.
Maybe Natsuki Kenichi was a playboy and had another secret child. Who knows?
Maybe. But
Child of
also,
life.
Al wouldn't have the eyes then. He wouldn't have the scary-looking eyes because those come
you're
from the
right.
mom.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
it
I think, if they're twins, they would be the same mom. I think that mom is also from this world.
Now, another thing to note there as well, that Al seems to imply that the body he has is artificially constructed and he has been seated in it. So the sandpiping eyes could be a feature of the construction, not of Al, who was originally Rigel.
He says like he didn't get a chance to like actually grow up. He never feels like the body he has is his own. When he's no longer with Echidna, he makes the conscious and manic effort to always keep his face covered and hidden.
Yeah.
There's some body dysmorphia stuff going on there where he doesn't fit in his own.
On top of him
skin to
losing
that.
his arm too, like he has like a lot of body,
Body issues.
Body issues, yeah.
Also,
look at the image
like
we're talking.
yeah. Go ahead. The context of it is also like he doesn't even remember anything. He just woke up in this body. You know what I mean?
We
Yeah.
do
It's
also
like-
get a direct explanation now for what he doesn't remember and why. It's because of his training and him dying so much. Like his brain has processed so much information that he's now forgotten, like from whence he came.
Unless he just doesn't have any of those memories to begin with. He can't know himself. The only one who knows is Echidna.
True. And the way that Petra was going through her Al loops, I mean, she ended up hating everyone she loves at one point. So he could have just like continually.
That was a really good way to beat Al, and obviously like beating him psychologically versus. Well, I'll just say this quickly, it's just like it's masterfully written how Al was able to outsmart everybody with his OP power, right?
Yeah.
And no matter what they did, no matter what they tried, he always had a response just because of how strong, Al is. But the only thing that could beat him was his own uncertainty, like as soon as he freaked out about Petra, he just like couldn't cope anymore. He was just freaking out,
Which is why when Subaru pulls it back out later on in the story, it's them against the world. And it's an owl who's going to have the power of Natsuki Subaru to help himself self-actualize. The world is fucked.
The world's on fire. How about yours? That's the way I like it, and I never get bored.
That is, I think, ultimately, at the end of the day, and this is what I'm curious what you think about, Cardi, of Priscilla pairing up Al and Subaru. Not only knowing about RBD and and Al's authority, but also acknowledging them both and praising Subaru specifically.
Uh-huh. I think, well, I'm guessing she must have known Al's name, yeah?
Well, she knows his full name, Aldebaran. She just doesn't use it very often.
Well, I mean,
She does not know that his name is
Rigel.
Natsuki Rigel.
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I meant.
This is the first time he's ever said that to anyone.
The only people that would ever know that is Al.
I'm so mad she's dead because
And
she
Echidna.
seems to know so much more, but that's probably why Teppei had to kill her off as well. Because,
I feel like she was kind of pretty open about what she knew by the end. Of like, I understand that you two have this like ability to you, and like you need to know that I know that it doesn't really matter in the end. Just things are going to come and happen, and you have to accept them,
true.
and make them work for you.
True.
I think it's like Priscilla's death is also really impactful with her saying those things too, because it's very much the opposite of Echidna, the Witch of Greed, comforting Subaru when she's the first person he can talk to about RBD with, versus Priscilla's, I've acknowledged your efforts, you have done very well, but remember you are not alone and you will lose things, and I need you two to both help each other out. And Al then has his hissy fit.
Hissy fit, that's putting it lightly.
It's putting it lightly.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more than that, but yeah, it's.
I know what you mean. Yeah, but
We love Al. I mean, this arc, I felt really bad for him by the end, and I know that like the idea is that we're experiencing all of his pain and all of his torment, but like the effort that he goes through, you can't help but be like, yeah, I can't really blame you. You know what I mean? Learning his backstory, yeah.
It's fucking
You're like,
depressing.
okay, well, yeah.
I completely see how he got to that point.
He tried with Priscilla. He tried to forget it. He tried to let it go. But like, I don't know, dying it 10 million times probably. But then we get to see how Petra was able to even overcome that. It wasn't just like, like this is just inevitable. Your stars are bad, right?
Your stars are bad.
Yeah, because Petra said, I love my star. Like, it was good.
it was peak.
Good.
I mean, that's the crux of Al's character, though, is because like Echidna tried to give him comfort in the end of like it's not your fault you lost. This was just fated to be. Like it isn't your fault, and then he takes
took
that
the wrong way.
in an extremely toxic way of handling it. Of like there is no free will. It's all just like predeterminism. Like my ability is me working as an agent of that. And when he tries to ignore that, in the end, he even rationalizes it as even my efforts with Priscilla was just to eventually still fulfill my destiny of stopping the witch. Like it was just, it's all fate, it's all destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his own ego colored his because the truth is right. The fate, whether it happens regardless or not, and Al puts in maximum effort to achieve everything that he does. He says, "I never get lucky one time." That's his entire life, right? Because he always colors the situation, the outcome poorly, no matter what it is, right? And when Petra realizes that she's in an unfortunate situation, she says, "Well, at least I have this. At least there's something here that I can do, right? If it wasn't what I thought it was, but because Al is so prideful and stubborn, he fixates on his flaws. He fixates on everything that he's done wrong. He fixates on the things that he can't have.
This isn't my fault. It's like this. It's just the way that it is.
Yeah, and it's a toxic mindset that many people get into.
It's also it's relatable because it's a lot of people have that mindset, right?
They sure do.
And it's also the direct opposite of Subaru's, like, even final words in this of bring it on, fate.
Yeah,
Like,
bringing on our inevitable fate.
His entire character, I mean, even Al seems to, like, recognize that Subaru's ability is something that can overturn fate, because it can overturn his ability to make sure things go the way that he expects them to go.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole arc, is the will to change fate, to not follow through, to see another route at the end, is what lets our heroes win and overcome Al's infinite retries.
As
That
Depay
and
says,
Felix's bullshit, but
that's the
Felix so
that's
piece
the
of
light
shit.
and dark of Return by Death. You know, as Depay saying at the end there.
Fucking crazy.
Because it ultimately Return by Death is a blessing and a curse. It is a dark, terrible thing, and death is very serious, and also why that being so serious is why Subaru can't die in Isekai Quartet, because comedy has nothing to do with him dying, and Depay has explicitly said no. But
Yeah.
It also can bring about some amazing and wonderful things, because Subaru can make things, like, he can decide, okay, fuck this bad end visual novel shit, I'm going back, it's rewind time, loading a previous save, loading the autosave.
on that note, this is something I've expressed joy to these two before, but it will hit to you more, I think, Kyle's. Shout out to our girl Rem for being the only one that pieced together Subaru was returning by death, from just knowing that it's a feasible consideration of powers that instantly connects that, oh, so this is what he was doing the whole time. It makes total sense. She knows him better than anyone, even after being gone for over a year and a half.
I love her so much. I was so fucking depressed. I'm so happy. I'm happy for Petra. I'm happy she's not a witch, but I want Rem back. But you know what? You made a good point. At least that means we get to enjoy seeing them reunite in a better way.
We genuinely get to have our cake and eat it too. We get to see a touching reunion with Ram and Rem, and now we get to see Subaru save her.
I'm so hopeful that it actually
has to be perfect.
the Morning Star. I know she was so hype about it, and me was like, I don't know. But I'm hoping that the Morning Star could also have that effect. You never know.
It is explicitly said in the text that is definitely not what happened.
God damn it. I was just hoping.
The Morning Star's importance was Subaru's attention to it.
Yeah.
Was leaving Rem available and open to follow through with what needed to happen at the end when she kills him again.
I love that chapter is called The Sound of Chains, by the way. Like, Tepei has done so many good
Yeah, it's
callbacks
great.
in Arc 9 to... I think it just in general, Tepei's chapter titles just bang so hard. They're just so fucking good.
They are so fucking good.
They're great. Although I did
they all
groan
hit
in
differently
dread when I saw
nowadays.
that title name.
When I read it, I was like, what's happening? And I didn't understand that Rem killed him. I was like, how do we get back here? Chase had to explain it to me, and I was like, no. Because she was saying nice things.
It's going to be...
I love a chapter
I'm
title,
not even
no.
going to say if. I'm going to say when that gets animated. It's going to be one of the craziest fucking meme moments of all time of Subaru pops out orb, sees Rem, and she's like, Subaru-kun, throws Morningstar at him, and he just smiles and says, Rem, head blows up.
Yep, and it's a triumphant moment.
I understand
It
why
is.
he cried at the end. He was like, my girl was back, she was back, and now she's gone.
I think he's also... Subaru's also really upset that not only did Al do such a drastic thing that hurt his friends, but also that Al did those things in the first place.
Yeah.
Because
He will save you. He has to save him.
also think of it a bit from Subaru's perspective of like, this guy is also isekai'd. This is my companion. This is my bro. Like,
Why do me dirty like this?
like my bro did me dirty. This is the only guy who can kind of fully, and not only is this another isekai guy, this is a guy that knows what's happening to me, that knows what my deal is, and I also know that he has a similar deal. And that could be like such emotional catharsis for both of them if they talked about it in the way they could without breaking the taboo and having like really good emotional moments. And Al just said, fuck therapy, it's time to go do some bad decisions.
I mean, technically speaking, he did what Al would do. So it was good that Tepe literally did that whole thought experiment.
I mean, it's probably one of the best thought experiments I've seen written. Like, Tepe really did think out like how this would work in a really engaging and interesting way.
A lot of people hate that, and it was all a dream, but it was not a dream.
But it wasn't a dream. That's the
It was
point.
returned by death, and it was done very, very well. So I'm not mad about it. I'm just upset that I don't have my REM anymore.
I think
I mean, I won't
this-
pretend
But
that I
I'm
wasn't
selfish.
upset when I first read it.
initially
I'm
I
not
wasn't
mad
sad.
at him. I'm just like, my heart.
I
know
was
we'll get him back.
initially
What rash-
disappointed.
Yeah.
What rationalized it as a good choice to me was the thought of if Arc 9 was shorter, we wouldn't have even noticed that this was like a strange thing, because Return by Death and long loops have been part of the story from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that strange to go back and like reset a lot of stuff. A ton got reset in Arc 2 over and over again, let alone like Arc 4 or even 6. Like, there are some...
And around the same amount of real time in the world too, of about like 7 days too. Like, and the big thing there too is that it's just condensed like info, but this is setting up so many amazing things for the future of the story. Like, that character development doesn't like just disappear because Subaru got to use Corleonis doing that. Like, it adds a lot of interesting elements there. We got a couple of the trial lines too, future trial lines, which means
Yes, I
we're
was
not going
also
to get
gonna
those
say-
again from those characters, which means
Yeah,
Roswell
rip
lost his good
Roswell's
ending.
happiness.
Yeah, Roswell lost his good
because I was
ending.
about to say, the thing that's great about this is that we see potentials that the reader can say, I want this to happen again. I hope this comes true again. I hope this route for the character is similar, right? And we get to
Or the
see
opposite, too.
And,
Yeah.
and yeah, exactly. Or we dread if this happens to the character again. We're now worried. We're now anxious to see what will happen. For
Like,
example,
anything
in
is
Roswell's case, as you said, this could have been his happy ending. He succeeded. He succeeded, and he saw that another magician was on his level. If sorry, what's the other magician's name?
Ezo
Cadna.
Ezo?
Ezo. Yeah, Ezo. If Ezo has no reason to try to kill the divine dragon, will he reach Roswell's level again? Who knows?
Who knows?
There's, and that's the thing, right? There's a vacancy that will lead to perhaps a worse outcome for Roswell in the future. For
There's also now
example,
just-
this is for every character. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is sad.
There's
It was nice to see Roswell go for that, like, more happier side.
a sword of Damocles now hanging over Petra as well,
Of,
where
will you
the
ever
thought
look up?
of like, is the situation ever gets dire enough, is she going to have to turn and end up making a similar deal? Like, do they get Klein involved and pull out the authority, and she goes down this path again to save everyone? We know she's
Yeah.
willing to.
This also adds a
In it-
sword of Damocles over the story in general, because it couldn't just be Petra who gets Tristia. Who might use Tristia? Does Subaru end up using Tristia at some point? He can't reset that for himself.
Because I was going to say,
In narratives.
what it seems like is this generation coming in with Subaru having 2 witch factors in him, plus what he has from Envy. It seems like it's almost like this new generation is trying to be kinder to everyone around them, and Subaru's helping that, like with Wallachia. I mean, Abel is going to make Wallachia a much more relatively peaceful place, better than where it was, arguably. And so it feels like maybe these witch factors are hopefully going to end up in the right hands. And if you have that power in the right hands, maybe it can be controlled and then either tucked away or entrusted with people who can resist. Because Petra ended up resisting in the end, even though she was cracking
She also
at the
used
seams.
it in she is like the perfect candidate for someone to use an authority, because she uses it beyond what people can think it's capable of meaning. Like, she redefines what compression can do.
And it seems like you can do literally anything with an authority as long as you can, like, craft it.
It's imagination, it's creativity. It's the thing that it's a strength both Petra and Subaru share of imagination can genuinely, like.
But it seems like Petra has a greater affinity of it not actually destroying her as much.
Well,
as
I mean,
Subaru.
she was so creative with it. She
Right.
made it so it was impossible for her to give up as a as a thing that she sacrificed.
She's got medium's divine protection of hype man.
I mean, Petra did end up destroying herself in a sense. Like, she
True.
wasn't like really. I mean, as we said earlier, she was a witch at that point. She was beyond human, someone that didn't think or operate like a normal person would anymore.
Yeah, compatibility with the witch factor means that you can do anything. You can alter the course of reality itself. Thus, the rules do not govern you. Thus, you are no longer human, right?
True.
And you, in doing so, give up, the fundamental things, right? We see that with the witches in the past. We're going to see, and we already know this, is the vaguest parts of their backstories, is that all of them were human at one point, completely normal people. And only through this sort of creativity or through the stressors that life kind of put through them did they become witches or warlocks, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's
With the exception of Echidna.
Echidna was that like that from birth.
Yeah.
But
Could Echidna be the mother of all witch factors?
well, I mean,
Well, she's the mother of all
No.
monsters
Yeah,
in mythology.
yeah,
so.
but she's the
There
mother
was
of monsters.
witches before them.
Yeah.
They are the second generation of 7 witches existing at once. That happened like ages before they all existed too.
Maybe this is the 3rd generation.
They were in the tail end of the age of witches and dragons, basically.
Hey, I mean, the Age of Dragons seems to be coming back. The Age of Witches seems to be coming back. We got a 400-year loop cycle. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised
Honestly,
if history's repeating.
It seems more like it's the age of sages is coming,
Age of Sage, Sagey Age.
or it has been. The age of sages has been waiting to arrive.
What's the difference between all these?
Yeah.
Just yeah?
So
Is there a difference between Sage, Witch, Warlock?
yeah, there is a very big one.
Witch and warlock are identical. It is the same thing as archbishop in that case. It's just someone that's gone insane through these abilities.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Whereas Subaru is someone that is able to see through it and can see the sides of what make the witch factors typically considered evil and push them to be in positive aspects.
Think of it
Make
as
the sin the virtue.
yeah. Think of it as like
Sloth relies on someone else, for example.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
the idea of it is somebody who's able to balance everything. It's the avatar, pretty much. You're mastering all the elements.
Fine.
The sage is capable of doing that. So.
Mastering wisdom, mastering emotions, and emotional intelligence.
So
basically.
far, the 2 people who can definitely do that are Roswell and Ezo.
No, those two. It's only Subaru right now.
It's only
explicitly
Subaru,
only Subaru.
and Heinkel is like 80% of the foundation of what a sage candidate could be, basically.
Okay, so that's the thing. So what does everyone talk about with Heinkel? The only thing I've gathered, now I do feel bad for him. I do see that he cares so much for Reinhardt and Luana. But what other points, okay, besides being compared to Rowan and seeing Rowan is, even Puck does not compare to Rowan. But, yeah, what other things really change people's opinions on Heinkel? Because I still see him as a loser.
Yeah, there's
He
the
is.
textual
He is a
narrative, and then there's the narrative and the story.
It's like liking Subaru even in early seasons because you can see that there is something
There's
there.
something to that kid,
Okay, so I didn't miss anything. It's more the potential.
Here's
Plus
a
his stuff with
reference.
Garfield.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. That is very
Here-
cute.
Here's a reference outside the text, right? Here's the meta text, is that when Tepe says who would be the most interesting main character for the story if Subaru was the main character, he says Heinkel. So
I
when
guess
people say who's, and the reason why we contrast this, or we talked about this in the past, and we've contrasted this, is because of the candidates for who is the hero, right? Who is the sage and who is the witch to seal, or no, the dragon, right? To seal the
And the witch.
Echidna,
And the witch.
In that context.
And
to seal Sotelo.
shaping up to be that the witch is going to be Echidna this time around.
Yeah.
Capital W
Right.
witch, I should say.
Also, I wonder
Or
why.
Pandora, but who knows?
I had a theory that the reason why Witch of Envy pulled back after fighting Reinhardt for 3 days was because Al called out his name as being Rigel, and then she went running.
It's Petra got her memories wiped, is why Satella left.
Petra got eaten by Roy.
Oh yeah, she went. Oh, that's
The reason
right,
she was out was because the taboo was broken because
Petra.
she read the book. If Petra is a vegetable like Rem is,
That's
then
right.
she can't.
Or even just doesn't have
Or
the
even just
memories.
doesn't have memories. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I was so focused on Rem, I forgot.
Oh shit!
It's okay.
Glad he worked on you.
Who?
Gladney was doing a job.
I actually started to talk about the audiobook side of things, but I messaged Common because Common's trying to catch up, and I was telling her, I was like, hey, I know we didn't cast you for Arc 7 or 8, but trust me, you have so much work for Arc 9. I'm going to give you your lines early. And she was like, oh, great, exciting, yay.
More work.
Yeah.
There's so much Melee and Roy and Melee, so much Melee. She's become her own little thing as well.
Yeah.
It's crazy that she's being pardoned. Kind of forgot that because it was like only briefly mentioned at the beginning. Also, Madeline comforting
she's the only
Amelia
person.
was crazy.
That was a really sweet moment.
I'm
Oh, yeah, that-
hoping Heinkel actually goes to the Amelia camp. Okay, so I think they could help him.
Heinkel's in jail right now, but
Is he? I thought he was just left to wander.
no, Ye has genuinely chained him up somewhere.
Oh shit.
He'll get free. He's strong enough.
Oh, yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
He's gonna be coming in late in Arc 10 to crash the party.
Yeah. No, that shit
They're
was crazy.
Yeah, we need closure with him
Yeah.
and Luana.
Speaking of really quick, here's a theory that I think you'd like to hear that we kind of brought up.
Yes.
Is Reinhardt throughout this thing, we've learned that the witch factor that Al has not even pride, right? We
Oh,
we
that was
kinda
so
learned
fucking
that-
rude of Tepe, by the way. He got me. Hook, line, and sinker.
I'm Stride Valakia.
He's
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah, that was good.
No,
That's
so
crazy.
this was a real event that happened.
We'll come back, Gold. Sorry.
I was live there while Kyle's was reading. I think I was on call with Connor at the time as well, and because we were just randomly chatting about something, and Kyle's was reading in the background. And she's like, she reads out the line that Al says to Reinhardt, I'm Strive Valakia. And she's like, what? And then she takes 30 seconds to breathe and reads after, and me and Connor are both chuckling out loud at her.
The
That's actually really funny.
Tepe's such a fucking asshole.
He is the peak troll. Man knows how to do it.
Ugh.
He knows how to get
Yeah,
the audience.
he's a troll.
Yeah.
Sorry
So
for
many
this.
scenes in this arc are so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they are though.
Sorry for that side tangent. What were you saying before, Gold?
I was basically just saying that, because we don't know who has the witch factor of pride,
Yeah.
the boys and I theorized something that is interesting.
Oh, let's hear.
Whose perspective and ability seems so strange and outlandish that it could be an authority. And we were thinking that it might be Reinhardt that has the witch factor of pride. And that's the reason why he's able to do these crazy things like steal every single blessing, and we don't see his perspective, and Pandora gave him the sword same blessing and all this stuff if he's been in the background,
Yeah. And
dealing with this entire thing.
And,
that would make sense too, because Heinkel doesn't say anything about Luella, or he says that we think it's Reinhardt that made her fall asleep,
Yeah.
which was after he was born. I also had a theory that she could have birthed the gluttonies, as the actual birth parent. And
Yeah, I
then,
threw that out in an earlier podcast episode too.
Yeah,
that
we
was
talked about that.
And then Reinhardt, if he is Pride, would have then taken them away. Because, Louis looks like she could be their kid.
That was
died.
the basis of the theory.
because they have the same eye color and the same hair color. Yeah.
My thought was, well, if Louis is the only one that isn't walking around physical, then she might be the only one who we see what she was born to look like,
Yeah.
But
Because
it seems pretty clear that their mom died in childbirth, and that's why Louis died.
Yeah.
They may
Or
have
so
also
they say.
physically eaten her. I'm not really clear on that,
Yeah.
but
It's interesting.
It's a
the
fun
whole-
crackpot theory.
yeah.
the whole Reinhardt's mom situation is still a huge mystery because it is identical to the Sleeping Beauty disease afflicted by gluttony, except people still remember who she is.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why we talked about it, because we're like, it's too similar, and also, yeah, the stuff with Louis. Yeah,
Yeah, and why would she why would they bother her anyways? And
To add credence to that Reinhardt theory of him being Pride 2, there's a couple of things. One is that because when he takes a divine protection, he's stealing it. No one else can hold it for that time, it seems. That would be the
That's
penalty.
what Al was implying in their fight, was that you took this from people.
Yeah, so that would be the penalty that an authority would take.
Which-
there has to be something that there's a precondition that has to be met to.
A price to be paid.
Camp seems to also do that too. Like there's
In what regard?
there's a what are they called? It's the guy with the eye. I forget what that underground group is, but they steal authorities. Or they steal divine protections. I forget what it's called. It was like a brief
in the
little
side
tidbit.
story.
No, I didn't read any.
In the criminal people that are
Yes.
affiliated with Chamberlain's girlfriend.
The Black Rose and something.
Yes.
Yeah. It was like
That's part of a
briefly-
side story too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I gotta read that. It was briefly mentioned, so I was like, is that why Reinhardt works with them? Is that how he originally took it? I don't know. But if that's the case, who the fuck has the divine protection of the Phoenix?
No one apart from Reinhardt would.
But he stole it. Oh, steal it for good?
He can.
Yeah, that is what Al implies in their fight, is that when Reinhardt does his ability, he is actively taking these abilities away from other people.
It's why he doesn't take. It's why he doesn't use Liliana's divine protection in Arc 5, because if he did it, he would take it from her.
Oh shit.
Because Al is saying, if you want to check what I'm saying, why don't you just take Crucia's divine protection? Oh, you don't want to steal it from her, do you? You actually have some boundaries to that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he looks so guilty. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which means that when he did take the divine protection from his grandmother, which that's been confirmed, he did make the choice
That was him.
to take that. Trying to do it to be nice for Heinkel.
Yeah. But he didn't know.
Teresia's death is his fault. Like, he did.
That's why he's a thief.
A thief! But he was a kid.
That's why.
Thief.
That's why Wilhelm calls him a thief,
A thief.
Yeah.
because he did take it. Like, he takes all the other blessings.
And that's why he
He took
was
the
saying
sword same
it.
blessing.
Though it was fucking weird the way Reinhardt was saying it at the funeral. Some tact, maybe? Some tact?
It also. My
It wasn't
running
the eyes of
theory is
Wilhelm.
that Reinhardt can also take these divine protections from Old Lagerner that haven't been handed out for whatever reason. Because it seems like if he's constantly taking the divine protection of the Phoenix, it's going back to Old Lagerner when it's being consumed, so he can just constantly re-grab it.
That makes sense. Same with the other ones, because he seems to have a conscience. But maybe that's what makes him prideful as well, is that he won't
I think
take
it's
from
also
others.
when he...
Does he?
Yeah, that's a...
Does he have a conscience, or just does he have a job to do? He never does things to, out of honor or protection for the sake of doing that. He does it because it's, what the current mission is.
That's true.
I don't know if he has a conscience.
Felt also mentions that a lot, too.
Yeah, she actively, calls him a monster and, a terrifying person.
That is true.
She's trying to fix him.
Ooh, fix me.
Reinhardt is
Reinhardt's the
inhuman to
final
the level
boss.
of witches, is why I came up with this theory. The whole, I'm just going to kill myself to get a full heal and teleport over is, that's something Al considers to do. It's not something that Subaru would consider doing.
Yeah,
so,
true.
Yeah, Reinhardt appears because he kills himself.
Yeah, that I got.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, what a way to do it. That's one way to refresh yourself real quick. And they said that it didn't seem to be a limit on it, so that's good.
It also explains how he was able to fight Satella without eating or drinking for 7 days. He probably was constantly reprocking it.
Well, anytime, he loses, then he's just right back there at full health.
Yeah.
Which is basically like Return by Death or the Matrix thing. So
It's just God mode.
It's just hacks turned on.
God 42069.
Or instant respawn wherever you teleport wherever you want and regenerate all your bars. Yeah.
That's why it's an authority in my mind, because it's that's not even.
That is something that someone should only get once.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Getting it over and over again is going beyond the world loving you.
Yes.
Because the ability to die continuously is clearly not something that the world is happy about.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it maybe
We're loving you is pride. Yeah.
and like the basis of it kind of goes back to that there was more of the specific definition of the two outlier witch factors this time between like the hero and the princess, the Tristata and whatever the other one's called.
Yeah.
So if we're looking at more of the original kind of biblical church canonized versions of these sins, pride is not like I have confidence in myself or like I'm proud of how my children have done for me. It's equating yourself to God is the original pride of sin, the original sin of pride, which is why it's the number one, like worst one. And if like previously that witch factor was used to deal out judgment, be judge, jury, and executioner in the hands of Typhon, which is a role that God, Kami-sama,
only God
is
can
supposed
play.
to have.
Yeah.
Then if the god of this world is supposed to be the one that doles out the blessings, these divine protections, and Reinhardt has usurped that power for himself, that would match with a sin of a power gotten from pride.
Right. Fuck. Okay.
It would also add to Al's joke of Stride Valakia.
Yeah, and why Reinhardt is so
nonsense.
shocked when he hears that too.
Yeah. That'd be
Yeah.
kind of curt.
He heard the pride, and he was like, "You can't be pride." Maybe that's what he was thinking
Yeah.
when he heard him introduce the sacrificial pride. He's like, "That's impossible.
That
Why
is
did you
a-
say that? Do you know something?" Like,
that is a really good point.
Yeah.
God. I desperately have to pee, so we're going to pause on that point.
Okay.
And
okay,
I was also thinking, because I was looking it up, because I really only know the 7 deadly sins due to ReZero, not the anime, the actual cardinal sins. And I was looking up the cardinal virtues, and I'm wondering if, like, taking the sins authorities, you could then turn it into the virtues, and that's how, like, Subaru is doing things.
It kind of, yeah.
Right.
It's along those lines. Like, because each sin has its inverse virtue.
I think that's part of becoming a sage, but I also think maybe part of it is turning it to neutral, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because a lot
Yeah,
of
it's turning it-
Yeah. It's balance.
a lot of Subaru's abilities aren't like OP or anything. They're just helpful.
Yeah,
You know?
very helpful.
Like they still come from him embodying the sin, not the virtue. He's greedy, so Corleones works the way it works, but he's Subaru, so it works
It's
in a positive way compared to Regulus.
like how Witch of Tristata Petra was redefining what compression was. Subaru is redefining what those sins mean. And that's what makes him a sage candidate.
Interesting.
I mean, even like Louis was doing it at the end. Like the change from Louis to Spica, like redefined what gluttony was in that sense of
Yeah.
imbibing too
Star
much of it.
eating.
True.
If the star
There's a lot
names
of
have actual
interesting
plot relevance
stuff to that.
later, maybe Speaker will be used to do some star eating on star names that could be bad. Like maybe she eats Aldebaran so he could be Rigel Natsuki.
That'd
Yeah,
be
maybe.
crazy.
I think Star Name definitely
Perhaps.
has context.
Bring Speaker back. Bring
Well, yeah, I
Speaker
mean,
back.
that's how their powers come from. I'm waiting for Spica to come back. I was fairly certain that's how they were going to fix things at the end here, was
Yeah.
compressing to get Spica into the battlefield.
She's busy. Okay.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, but they can
busy.
compress her and catch her up.
She has to
She's
finally get
fine.
rid of fucking Todd.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Question on just the shock for it. Was it a surprise to you in Ye's backstory when Todd was randomly there?
Oh, yes. Okay. I was like, hold on a second. I didn't fully understand until I saw a picture of it, too. And I was like, oh.
It didn't say it. Yeah,
oh
it
my
didn't
God.
say it. Oh, right.
That makes sense why you're
Just
such
uses
a
his catchphrase.
sociopath. So, checks out. Honestly, so fucking
There's
valid.
good context to his character. You're like, okay, I now get the
Now I
line.
see it. It's
I see
genuinely
now.
such a good explanation for why he is the way he is.
And honestly, it's such a great way to do it because
Yeah.
you don't need to know more than that. You just
No,
like, ah,
again,
cool.
that's all you need to
It's
know.
more about Ye too, which is kind of funny because it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
in the grander context of things, that was Ye's story. She was the true prodigy, and that's why he feels so inferior because he's like he saw what it means to have somebody with real talent. Spare
He
his
was just
life,
kind of waiting for everyone else to kill each other.
Yeah.
So it was taking the only opportunity he was going to get to kill him. He's like, well, it is what it is. I lost. Oh well.
Oh well, walks away.
Time to move on.
Genuinely peak story writing.
Yeah,
Todd's
it's
just
good.
the worst.
It's like it's one of those things where if you ever told me Ye and Todd in the same fucking situation, I would never believe you before that scene happened.
I do
Well,
love
at first
Ye.
you would have said, "Who's Ye?" And then he
Who's
said-
Ye? Who? I do love Ye.
I'm middling on Ye. I feel like I liked her connection
I like her enough.
with Al on like wanting to kill him because he is a terrifying monster and that is why she's working with him
Yeah.
until she gets the chance to do that. But like a lot of her personality to me was just a little much. Like this just doesn't feel like she belongs in with the rest of the cast.
I like her backstory.
Although now as like the badass sidekick to Schultz, I think is a more interesting direction for her.
Yeah, I agree. Which I think it's
And maybe
bad
she'll be
for
the one to
wondering your
find Platon.
backstory.
he must have purposely, like Tappei must have purposely set up that to give us such a juxtaposition when we actually see her with Schultz. Because otherwise, or Schultz, sorry.
Yes.
Otherwise, we'll
Yes.
just be like, oh, cool, awesome, another sick character, let's go.
It's very much the Subaru effect of Schultz
so
is going to
funny.
go like make the world great just by being Schultz.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, one thing I didn't get.
In the real timeline.
Yes. Throw questions
go
at
ahead.
us.
So sorry. Schultz, in Priscilla's letter, is he actually her child? Or she was just saying that?
She adopted him, so he's the heir to the Barriel house.
She adopted him post-mortem.
Yeah.
Ah, okay,
Yep.
okay.
This
Yeah.
is also like an actual thing.
Gave
So
him
in
this
her
date.
will, she'd
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. It wasn't like her announcing, oh,
She
yeah,
had no
you
heir,
were my
so-
child. Okay.
Yeah, she had no heir, so she posts like she says in her will, in the event of my death and I have no child, this boy is my adopted son and will be Schultz Barriel from forever forth.
Cute.
Yeah. I mean, granted, she was married when she was like 9 or 10 at some point, but that would imply that she would have had to have had Schultz at that age.
Oh, yeah, she is pretty young. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, she's like 19 or 20 when she dies, I think.
She's like
Something close to
2 or
that.
3
Yeah.
years older.
Slightly older than Amelia and Subaru.
Yeah.
And Al wants to marry her. Well,
Well,
And really,
he's
he just
not
wanted
that
to
much
make
older.
her. He wanted to make her a queen.
Yeah. He loves her, but I don't know if
Yeah.
it's romantic love specifically.
that's fair. He just said it in his.
Well, he doesn't know what love is.
Yeah,
the
he-
thing
yeah,
he
he
said.
doesn't-
Yeah, he has no.
I was like, obviously his like, there's like weird. He has to figure it out. He has to figure it out.
He has a lot to fucking figure out.
Yeah.
A part of the narrative this arc was obviously the stuff with the A being confusing to him. Regardless of how you feel about it, there's definitely writing there about like Al being like, do I love this girl? Can I love somebody again? Can I ever love anybody? You know, there's just parts.
I
of
do
that
very much
there.
think it's setting up these two broken people will eventually fall in love and try
Yes,
to grow
yes.
as a thing eventually.
That or they'll at least learn from each other.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah. Because right now, I don't think anyone loves Al.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I don't think anyone loves Ye. Maybe.
I don't think
That's why
Ye
growth-
really loves him yet because they didn't go on the mission. It was just like he beat her into submission and then told her like wait in this town until I get back.
Yeah, but the
The
path towards those events is
The idea is that Ye is Al's Rem.
Yeah.
just they're
just
both
literally
toxic.
inferior 'cause she even loses.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the point of that scene.
red oni
Because
and the
obviously
blue
Rem
oni.
knows is better and knows, yeah. Lily Red and you're right. Red and Blue Oni, you're right.
Yeah, because Ram.
She finally
is-
beat her sister.
Yeah.
Because Ram
did
is the
finally beat her
talented
sister.
one. Oh my god, Ram is the talented one. And then Rem beats the talented red-haired. Oh,
Ah.
I
Hypermate?
see.
Yeah. 100%.
I see Tepe.
I see.
I see Tepe.
Tepe, I
you're
feel like
smart
Tepe
sometimes.
just sits on his chair sometimes or on his
porcelain
throne. And he's just laughing to himself like, oh, I'm so fucking smart.
All I picture is this man living in like an otaku type life, maybe even a neat life at this point. Like ramen cups throughout the house, just like cackling away while writing. Well above his like living way above
I
his
have always
means.
imagined him with a like big like condo, like multi-room apartment that's above a butcher shop that he used to work at.
Yeah, almost certainly. He just hasn't moved.
He hasn't moved.
Yeah.
In,
He moved upstairs.
Right, into the better apartment. Yeah. Across the street, maybe. You know?
Across the street, yeah, that's good.
Even though this man
literally
probably
just walked over there.
could live in luxury, I don't think he would want to. He just does not seem like that guy.
He just writes
I
all
mean,
day.
even
don't know.
Japanese middle class is close to luxury for us.
I guess that's fair.
Like, you can buy homes on teacher salaries there.
What's that like?
I mean, imagine that.
Oh man, I wish.
I fucking hate you so much. Why do you have to bring back the real world?
Ugh.
I hate my job.
Because to pay,
You brought in the author.
also, yeah. To be fair, to pay tries
the
to
real world.
From what we've heard about Tapei as like a person in real life too, I don't know if you guys have heard, but like he met Giguk at one point, and when Giguk explained that he was a fan of his work, he gave him a hug.
Well, he hugs everybody who says they're a fan.
Yeah.
Even his ending, he was
Yeah,
like,
he's a super
"Oh,
nice guy.
He's just
made some
a super
mistakes
friendly guy. It's just
along
like,
the way, I hope you still like my story." I was like, how could I not?
He's the sweetest
like your
being.
story?
Yeah, he got a little carried away in this arc.
yeah.
He said, yeah,
He admits that too. He's like, guys, I got a little too excited.
I don't blame
Might
him
have,
though. He fucking cooked. I would say this is his best arc yet.
This is my number one arc.
He was
No notes.
he cooked so hard.
He did.
We were in the immediate aftermath of the ending, because the three of us had kind of seen it coming. In our earlier Arc 9 videos, we were even saying, like, it feels like they might be setting up, like, a total loop for the whole arc, and we really don't want that to happen. I think the final phase does a better job of making that seem like not a terrible
idea.
out for the writing.
Yeah.
And a few days after the reading it, we got to the point of, in hindsight, it doesn't bother me, and it is my number one arc again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you have to kind of sit on it for a bit, I think. And
It's like the Satella Loveless Return by Death thing that everyone gets upset about. I feel like if you give it a day or two, mull on it, it's actually a pretty decent idea, especially with the themes. It's really like focused on love. I think this arc also helps reinforce like why that was important in Arc 7 as well.
And
Every arc is important. Every interaction is important.
this arc in particular is going to be an arc that's going to be really important for the rest of the story too. Like the parallels between what happened and Al thinking Natsuki Subaru's love was going to bring a great tragedy, and that's why I have to do this. And there's going to be a point in the story, I've said this so many times, where we're going to think Al was right and Al should have won as the audience because something terrible was going to happen.
Oh, 100%.
This is interesting actually, because I guess we can kind of talk about this a bit now for like what might happen in the future in Arc 10.
Oh my god. Well, okay, it's confirmed that Gusteko is coming to Lagunica.
It's not confirmed.
it's
but
not
it's
confirmed
very
at all.
likely that they would show up in some way in Arc 10 in Lagunica.
Well,
I mean, it
It's
is
theme of our
honestly,
religion.
it comes down to it is very likely that Gusteko will be involved because of the assassin cult in Capella. If this nun is Capella.
I won't lie, I was absolutely taken off guard by the fact that this was a religious thing. Because, like, even though God has referenced Buddha and Odlagna within this arc especially, I just was not expecting religion in my
It's in
ReZero.
like third tier level side content that the Church of the Dragon is a thing. Like it hasn't been mentioned too much in actual ReZero side content, but it's been mentioned in the Lost in Memories games and in the visual novel.
And
Melty, isn't she a part?
She's a part of the church. Yeah, so it is like a thing that has been.
there is also that the royal candidates' official titles are dragon priestesses.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Like that is what makes them potential.
Yeah,
to
they're
it.
technically kind of like a member of the church in that way. It's kind of genuinely like the Church of England kind of vibe, where, like it's the spiritual.
Well, it's freaking me out too, because the only other time we see that kind of imagery is with the Sin Archbishops. So I'm nervous.
Well, yeah,
And that's
it's
why-
very strange that this nun knows what the witch cults in the Sin Archbishops
And
are
it's called,
thinking.
and it's
isn't
called
it?
herself Falore. Because this also is a genius move from Tapei, because this either means this is Capella and this is an imposter, or this that Felt isn't actually Falore, and that is also an interesting idea. Both are kind of interesting things.
Or they're both.
Or both are true.
One of both.
Yeah. Tapei has basically set up a really interesting scenario with this. And this would be the time for Gusteko to become involved in Lagunican politics in some way, because this is the only nation we haven't really played with at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the main story.
There has been 2 connections to Gusteko so far in like the main plot, even if it's not been in like the main books, which have just been Elsa is the only like registered Gestekan in the main storyline.
Oh, right, yes.
And before Arc 1, at some point, there was a woman from Gesteko that was betrothed to Krush and Felix's boyfriend.
And
And-
the
Krush and
king of
Felix shared
Gusteko
boyfriend?
died.
Yes,
It was
Genuinely.
genuinely like a kind of like a love triangle.
Okay.
that they
King of
never put it into
Gesteko
words, but that
I love that.
was the relationship.
I need to read EX1.
Yeah. EX1 is genuinely
You do.
so peak.
Gold, you were saying the king of Gusteko died?
Yeah. And the prince killed him, and now he's locked
The
in
Mad
prison or
Prince.
whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mad Prince.
Yeah.
He was mentioned.
Yes, who is allegedly on the power level of like Reinhardt and CC
But-
and Hannibal.
Right.
Is
That's what I was-
currently locked away, from what we know.
Oh my god.
That's why Gusteko's in turmoil.
Yeah.
Which feels very much like a excuse for Capella to have another identity that we don't know about. Honestly, of like she impersonated the prince and killed the king to try and take over.
Mm.
It
That
didn't
makes
work.
sense.
That would be the kind of thing to pay would do. Like make a character. Oh yeah, this is the Mad Prince, the terrible evil tyrant. It's just a really chill guy who got framed.
Capella's the real villain of ReZero all along.
Well, she's the most evil of all the Sin Archbishops too.
She's got her paws and everything.
The real final villain is Echidna.
I mean, it probably will be. It probably will be the final villain's Echidna. Every single arc has been her fault.
Well,
All 9.
Tepe's already pretty much said that it's Echidna. He said the final lines of the villain is, "Why does love fade?" And that's exactly what Echidna says to Al.
Yeah.
So,
It's true.
why does love always have to fade? Yeah.
I need to see the Amelia, like, what is it? An unthinkable future?
Oh, her future lines?
Yes. Because I only know it from the first, that was the first thing we did to, like, announce our voice actors. It was, like, one of the first things I ever recorded, too, period, that went anywhere. So my Petra line was there. I'm assuming that's the one that was mentioned.
Yes, we got Petra and Roswell's in this one, in Arc 9.
Yes. Yes. Roswell's was about
I guess I wasn't
All
alone.
this time, I haven't walked this road.
Alone.
yes.
Yeah, so some interesting ones are Amelia shouting, I hate you ever since the day I met in the destroyed capital. I think that one is coming in Arc 10.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
gonna be
they
Arc
are
10.
going to blow up the
seems
throne
like it's
room.
gonna happen.
So our current idea for Arc 10 is that the royal selection might actually come completely undone and Lagunica might fall into like actual anarchy.
I wouldn't be surprised. They're really gearing up for it. I mean, Priscilla's out. Krush is essentially out, as long as, like, if nothing changes with this priestess, but it might. But also, this nun might take over. I'm calling sus. But the editor wanted Krush back, so, like, maybe that's just Tepe's way of getting her back in as well. Who knows? Felt could be Fiore, but Fiore's also there, so that could throw it off. But wait, they were talking about if Felt is Fiore, then the royal selection would be off anyways. Or if Volcanica was killed,
Yes.
it would be off. So if Capella
If they could prove it.
If they could prove it, yeah.
That's fair.
And they don't have DNA testing in this world.
That's true. Well, I mean, Volcanica's already, like, looked at Felt and was
says
like,
Farcel.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Farcel.
Yeah.
How are you?
That is definitely significant. It's also a thing too of I feel like Krush as a character has really grown on Tepe a lot because I think it after like the editor was like yo don't kill her, maybe we can keep her. Especially with the EX1 content, it very much feels like to me he has a swan song set up for her that might be coming soon.
And there's also, like, that's a rumor that goes around. There's another rumor that goes around that allegedly Felix was initially supposed to be, like, the final big boss for Subaru to fight. And we see in Arc 9 why that could have been the case, because Felix's power can render Subaru unable to use Return by Death if he chooses to.
Felix is technically
And-
Subaru's greatest enemy so far. Potentially.
His greatest counter. Like, he hard counters his powers.
Yeah.
Now, if what this nun, this priestess, is saying is true, that there's some connection with the Dragon Blood they may be able to fix, that's going to get Felix's attention. So
Yeah.
I think there's a strong possibility of Felix siding with, unknowingly, Capella during this next arc and being an antagonist for a decent chunk of it.
That makes sense considering how OP Ferris was. Ferris can literally keep you from dying.
And we've got the Chekhov's gun of the Sacrament of the Immortal King.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting
Fuck.
too.
Yeah.
Gonna
revive people.
We'll know about
And we've
that.
also
What if
all of
Crush
the-
dies?
All
and
of the
then
big
he-
knight
Oh
people,
my God.
this is just a running thing for so all of the big knight people have gone through a big, like, huge change in their lives. Like, Julius had his name eaten. Al has been, had his whole stuff going on. Subaru has had all of his development. We're going to have stuff with Reinhardt coming up very soon with the Estrella family.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
the Crush and Felix stuff is now on the table, and with that, I feel like we're going to have the ruination of, because I think it's leading up to that anarchy of Lagunica of the royal selection is failing because not only are the knights the symbols of their kings falling, but also the kings themselves are being put in precarious situations.
Both were foreshadowed in the previous arc with Reinhardt's family and stuff like that, and also, Felix showing up at the end. Also, the idea that Capella and Felix have a fraught relationship, and also, Felix is his trial line is, "Why isn't the soul taking hold?" If a tragedy befalls Crush, and that's his trial line, and that leads him to the possibility of becoming a villain type character. That all kind of tracks in my brain, especially if a disaster is about to strike the royal selection year.
As a couple more of the future trial lines that I think could come up because we're bringing the church into play. I know Frederica has one about atonement. That's one.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up the lines right now.
As well as like a conscious memories returned Rem speaking about prayer.
Oh.
There's a few others that could come up at any time that it's kind of impossible to guess, like Garfield threatening to kill Subaru like he promised, or
And Otto's stuff.
Rom talking about how it must be hard to kill someone that's so kind, and a few other lines like that. Grandpa Rom has some lines about felt.
We might get the "You're a hero's all you can be, Subaru. Thanks for all the help."
Here's all you can't be, Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe the "you cannot even wield the sword without it" thief from Wilhelm
Yeah.
would probably
Yeah.
be.
That makes sense.
I mean, if a disaster was to fall the kingdom, it would put into question, like, does something happen to Reinhardt to allow that to happen too?
or if it's revealed that he has the Pride Witch factor, and Wilhelm gets mad. Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's true. He doesn't even have to lose it if it's just revealed that he only has these abilities because he has this witch factor. Like, can you not even wield the sword without it? You thief.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it would be crazy.
There
There's
you
a
see,
lot to come in 10.
I win again. I saw someone say it was
That was Priscilla's last line.
Yeah, okay,
When
good.
she said, "See, I win again."
Crazy! Absolutely crazy.
Yep, it
We've
happened.
got like 5 or 6 of them knocked out of the way, and like one of them prevented. I guess now we have like 2 more prevented from happening, but who's to say for a lot of them? There's some cool stuff coming.
Fuck. I know we stopped the Arc 4 reads, but now I need to read it. Ugh.
That it's probably easier if we actually listen to the dub for the future trial lines, because we'll be able to pick out the voices significantly easier than we would otherwise.
Yeah, that's true.
Pull up Crunchyroll and listen to.
That's something we should probably
that might be
redo, though.
a fun video.
That would be a fun video. Something we should redo.
There's
as,
videos in the pipeline we should do.
Yes. Something we should do, though, as like a little nod to our intro, is to redo the Amelia trial anime dub that we did. Now that we have new voice actors, and we all have gotten a lot better over the years as well, I'd say. My performance is shit compared to what I can do now.
Yeah, I'd hope so.
I think, how did my first line go? Oh, it was the most underwhelming thing. I'll put the audio here.
I hate you so much.
Oh my ears!
Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, was it pain from being next to you or from the headphones? He's deaf. Anyways.
You broke him.
I broke.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you
I mean,
saying?
Gone.
kind of just to bring our topic back
Sorry.
a
I
bit.
got
Is there
distracted.
any other like big stuff in 8 and 9?
Fuck, I don't even know, man.
Klein?
Klein's. I mean,
Oh, yeah, Dragon
with
Kin
everything
thing.
that happened.
Yeah, you had your whole Dragonkin arc this week.
Yeah.
I did. Honestly, I thought a lot of people were Dragonkin. Klein was like, I'm gonna be real. That was probably the most depressing reveal it could have been, but it makes sense. It
Yup.
does make sense. But I was like, of all people, him? Really? Him?
We were very disappointed.
I could have been anybody
He was
else.
saved from the allegations, though.
He was. He's not just a lollymancer. He's just weird.
He's not. He just loves. He
Yeah,
loves
it's-
humans,
He just loves humans.
and he loves
Which is
humans with
cute.
potential, and children are the humans with the most potential.
Yes. So he's not a predator.
That like innocence in their eyes still. It's genuinely he just basically just adores kids.
I mean, he does have a wild way of speech, just like Madeline does when she says friggin' dragon. He just stops.
I've said this in a couple of podcasts now, but I'll say this to you, Kylie, because now you know. Volcanica technically trained Subaru in parkour and whip combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, of all people to get my namesake from for my VTubing career, I didn't think it'd be Klein. I also thought Volcanica was a girl.
Oh my god. You're the Clyde superfan.
I think he's fucking
They're
wet toast.
they're
Rule
agendered
63
in that
Klein.
context.
Yeah, honestly, the most wet noodle of wet noodle to be the fucking divine dragon. But honestly, I think that makes it even funnier.
Yeah, until he turns it up to 11 and becomes like a lightning god out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks
Yeah,
like.
he probably fights awesome.
He looks like a Dragon Ball character, honestly.
All I could picture was Demiurge from Overlord, especially with his monocle. I'm on an Overlord arc right now. It's pretty good. What else?
Yeah,
There's so much
he's
else.
he definitely upped his aura.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or
I
Klein,
started to farm.
well, now what's he got
Klein
now?
is proof. Klein is proof that Tape can change your perspective on any character
Yeah.
that he throws.
With enough
No matter
focus,
how much
yeah.
you despise them.
Yeah.
Because before, I genuinely was like, this is a
redeemed.
negative for ReZero. Him existing as a character is like a genuine blot on this story. And now I'm like, holy shit, it was genius all along.
I now understand why Eli volunteered. I was like, you're brave. But now it's because he wants the glory. I understand now.
Yeah.
I get it.
He wants to be able to snatch a victory from the jaws of defeat.
As he should.
Yeah.
As this is
He,
right.
he saw what we didn't see.
Good for him.
Mhm.
Fucking collide.
Oh shit, there's another thing. There's so many things that happened. Priscilla died, rip. That was crazy. Tanza's crazy, Yorna's crazy. Love her though. Groovy Gumlet fucking cracked, but at least cured the thorn. Who knew? Getting rid of the thorns in that guy's body made him less thorny. Who would have thought?
That's
that-
some deep symbolism.
I would have said less prickly.
Whoa.
But
That
okay.
too. Thorny ruler.
The
prickly
Pay's
ruler.
writing is this fire. Fire thorns.
Yeah.
No longer has thorns in him. Is actually more chill.
You
Oh,
gotta
the
be.
symbolism so deep.
Guy who can finally be around other people
Yeah.
is able to start socializing.
Yeah. Yo,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Holy.
In his full 24 hours left. It's okay. He has it with Yorna.
Mhm.
Oddlogna, like, trips me out. Everything's tripping. There's so many more questions.
It trips me out too, don't worry.
You now know as well that Odd Laguna it has domain over authorities too, or the authorities have domain over Odd Laguna, but it works within it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And now I don't even know what to think Oddlogna is. All I see is, like, this white room with a random canal in the middle.
Well, that's what it is. It's the world. Like, it doesn't exactly have a. It's not like a person. It is like the world.
Also, why
Working.
was Petra constantly talking about God and Buddha?
Because of Subaru's memories.
Japanese phrase in Subaru's memories to it.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's so when she's putting forth that wish, she's asking for the most powerful like authority she could think of. So she's saying
Subaru's
Kami-sama,
memories give her
Buddha,
yeah.
and then she's saying Old Laguna is the last one because Old
Yeah.
Laguna is the one that don't controls domain.
They know in their world.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Fuck. We should have done the Arc 8 one first. Now there's no going back. Arc 8
You didn't give us a chance.
Sorry, Arcade.
Sorry, I loved Arc 8. It was great.
But anyways, Arc 9.
Arc 9.
Arcade's a lot of fun.
Fuck, it was so much fun. Good thing it came before
Fernando.
Arc 9, or else I wouldn't have even thought of it again, like right now. But I love Medium. Medium's premium. Also, Consort.
Oh my god, I
Queen
adore
Consort.
Medium so much. Yeah, she gets to go
There's
be
a lot of-
Empress.
The divine protection of Hype Man.
Yeah.
Unparalleled. And her
Yeah,
pairing
divine
with
protection of-
Roswell, cracked.
Also really
Unexpected,
funny.
but golden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roswell gets a lot of really good team ups that don't make a ton of sense, but end up going great for him.
Absolutely
Roswell has so many great character moments in these past couple of arcs, genuinely.
I like him so much.
He shows up and things are hype.
It's setting up
Yeah, he's also
perfectly
kinda
to
chill.
be tragically killed.
Yeah. Honestly, Arc 9, I really liked his development. Like, he actually genuinely seemed like he kind of gave a shit.
Again, yeah, he got his good ending, which we probably isn't going to get now, unfortunately.
Makes me
No,
depressed.
it's gone.
Yeah.
What's another interesting thing with that, though, is it's like the whole time since Arc 4, Petra's the one that never's forgiven him. And she's like adamant that she's never going to.
Yeah.
And yet, her mindset, all of Arc 9, is I am betting on Subaru's death, resetting it all. And so I'm going to act as if my life here is basically like doesn't count, which is exactly how Roswell thinks
Yeah.
for most of Arc 4 when
That's
he's laying his
why-
plans out.
I'm worried that the title Witch versus Warlock is going to come up again in that kind of scenario. Because they do really parallel each other at that point.
I love that she self-proclaims herself a witch because Amelia's a witch and Subaru's a warlock too. It's just, oh my god, it's so good.
I mean, he's really not, though. Subaru
I
doesn't
know-
have a mindset that would put him into a state of being a warlock.
I know
Al did
but
at the end.
he could technically be, he can't be classified as a sage yet. So it's the closest title he can get.
Does Amelia actually
Right,
have the classification of witch?
She's given it to herself as an act of empowerment.
Yeah,
but
because
no,
of all of the people that-
She honestly shouldn't be called a witch. She's
Echidna
taken
calls
that
it to
name
her.
back for herself
Yeah.
just to like take that identity.
It's-
It's like
it-
very similar to people in the modern day that using slurs and like
Yeah.
reclaiming them from people to use it as oppression.
That makes
Amelia
sense.
does that for
Yeah.
witch.
Never call
But
her a
in
witch
general,
anyways.
it's someone who doesn't think like a normal person and goes beyond it. Even beyond Roswell, like now. Like he doesn't like he's a madman,
But he's
but I wouldn't classify him as a warlock. No.
He's a magician.
He's a jester.
That's Al.
Oh.
Well, Al went from a knight that had an authority to being a warlock at the end when he started thinking and wielding his lack of confidence, his doubt in his authority, and having confidence in doubt, like that him having doubt will give him the win, which is a twisted and inhuman way of thinking, and that's when he fell to being a warlock as well.
We do know that, especially because Betty reverse engineered Ultramark, and that Subaru was aware of everything, that they're conscious when they're in that
The whole time, yeah.
the shroud. So Al might
It's
be,
like
might be having the timeout
hazy
he
like
needs.
a dream.
He might be having the timeout he needs to think things through a little bit. It's just genuine time.
Time out. Bad boy.
Genuine.
Into the
Like-
corner. Into the...
Well, he
Ball
spent like close to 2 years in Arc 9 worth of his resets.
Whether it's-
Yeah.
At least.
Fucking crazy.
6 months fighting Reinhardt alone.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's not also proven that Reinhardt can be beaten.
Having the determination to go through that time and time again is insane. Absolutely cracked out. He can't be human.
I guess for Al, it's not even determination. It's again like his idea of predestination. When he says your stars were bad to people, he's not saying that as a demeaning
inevitable
thing.
that
He's
you're
saying
gonna
that as a
lose
pitying
here.
thing. Like, I'm sorry, you've lost.
Stars are bad, bro. Fuck.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, would you say that to the Sword Saint? It's kind of wild, and this Sword Saint in particular too.
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting point about it, where Al's act of feeling pity for everyone was done to him less out of pity and almost more out of empathy and sympathy, and he just refuses to see that.
Yeah.
Like when Echidna said it to him, it was almost like an apology. Like, sorry, but it just
This wasn't your fault.
It wasn't in your stars. Yeah, like this just was never going to work. This wasn't how it's supposed to be. I tried to cheat it. And then he takes that into, this isn't how it goes.
I have no self-worth.
So it's, I have no self-worth. There's no meaning in anything. It's nihilism. Which is really depressing for him. But, I mean, kind of in contrast to Gold, it's less, I feel pity for him. But it's the same way that I feel pity for Gollum in Lord of the Rings. Like, it sucks that happened to you. You also suck, though. Like, this is as much your fault as it is anyone else's. I mean, he does. Like, at any point, he could have listened to anyone around him of, hey, maybe you should just stop doing this. And he just
obviously
doesn't allow himself to listen to that.
It's like if Subaru goes down any of the if routes, I feel like he would act just like that.
Yeah, that's sort of the thing that's being told to you by Tepe here is contrasting him with all these people who are showing the right way to go about things. You know, Petra, chief among them in this arc. You know, obviously a part of it is showing how Subaru, who once was in a similar position to Al, through his friends who he made stronger, all of his friends have the same conviction that it is able to dwarf Al's own sense of predestination, like you were saying. Yeah.
My brain, it trembles.
Yeah, how'd you enjoy that random Pedalcuse cameo in Al's backstory, though?
Yeah, I don't even remember it. I was like, Juice, why are you here?
He just shows up and talks to Juice for like hundreds of loops to gather information from him about the witch cult and stuff, and then he fucks off and just makes it never happen.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's messed up. I was certain that when he left the island, we were going to see him join the witches cult temporarily, and our super old theory of him being the one that attacks the Oni village was going to be right. But no.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, what the frick's his beef with Ram and Rem anyways? He keeps saying you should be dead, you should be dead.
It's probably this. So Al almost certainly has gotten the same hints of the future that Roswaal and Echidna had from the Tome of Wisdom.
Right.
In which Roswaal did all of that and let the Oni village situation happen because he wanted Ram. He wants her at his side. And it must be because she's written in the Tome of Wisdom and Rem is not. And that's what confuses Al, because Rem's existence is proof that his teacher was fallible. It's like it's a contrast against everything he believes that she even exists at all. So he feels like it's just a perversion, like someone is intentionally twisting things.
It also adds the extra irony of Otto being such a thorn in the side of Al for like a good period of the arc.
Yeah.
Too. Because Otto is also like a wild card, not someone mentioned in the Tome of Wisdom originally.
True.
Because these are all jump offs. Because they were both people fated to die without Subaru's intervention, basically.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I mean, without Otto, he doesn't seem like he could get through the sanctuary.
No, he doesn't.
Not in the way that he does, but eventually he would have probably given into Roswaal's plan, because that's how it was all planned out.
But
and like if Subaru doesn't intervene, then Rem dies to the mob beast attack as well.
It's because the events are going longer. Like, so initially there weren't too many changes in like arcs 1 to 4 from the Tome of Wisdom.
Because Roswaal was manipulating it to make sure that it happened according to the book.
Exactly. But as not only has that stopped, but also the build up of Subaru's constant saving different people and these people being involved and changing fate. Like, it's going very off course to the Tome of Wisdom. But it's still likely that like 1 or 2 key points could come up.
Which is probably why the story had Otto repair it in order so that it could be involved in the story again.
Yeah.
So like it's honestly why Al failed in the end, was he didn't account for Rem being an important person. So he was fine with telling Roy to release her name in order to confuse everyone, thinking that she would have no impact on him. Because apparently he also was affected by gluttony, even when Subaru isn't.
Yeah.
That was a surprise to me. I always thought he was lying about it.
That must mean specifically being a Sage candidate is what's keeping that effect different for Subaru, I imagine.
Or just being born on Earth, and Al wasn't born on Earth. He has memories and references from it, but it's entirely likely that Echidna created him here. He is local in that context.
Huh.
There's so much to consider and wrap your head around regarding what Echidna did. Where did Al come in? My current understanding is that Al is probably the second thing Echidna created. That it was Puck, made by the Witch of Greed, and then as she gets a little bit more mature and meets up with Flugel and everyone, then she creates Al as her own method of dealing with Satella. Eventually, then she realizes that isn't the way to go, calms down, mellows out, makes Sanctuary, makes Beatrice, then meets Roswell.
Mm.
We'll have to see.
Anyways, when we meet Puck in Arc 12 or whatever, again, we'll get a lot of answers.
Sure.
Maybe it's this arc, Arc 10.
Okay.
It could be. Maybe that's who Amelia's saying, I hate you, I've always hated you too.
Yeah.
You know what?
Wouldn't that be a dream come true?
That would be awesome.
Yo, it's character development.
Can't wait to say it if that's the case. Fuck yeah.
I went to go buy cigarettes, Amelia. I hate you!
He's been there the whole fucking time. He's just snoozing away.
Yeah, Puck is stated to be the first artificial spirit created by Echidna the Witch. Echidna, the artificial spirit, being the second, and Beatrice being the last, which means that we know who's the third, because the last is not the third.
Yes, so that must be Al.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Al, yeah.
And if the Echidna that teaches Al is Scarfdonna, as in the artificial spirit she created for the purpose of teaching Al in like an extra dimensional space.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then that's why Betty would want to be in close contact and eventually choose Subaru if Rigel is like modeled after Subaru.
That's also true.
Yeah.
It's entirely likely to it.
Ooh, we need to do like some conspiracy theory web on a wall one of these days with all these fucking things.
ReZero conspiracy theories podcast episode.
That'd be crazy. Last thing I think we'll talk.
We need to cook.
Today.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. What were you say? Cook something?
I'll say there maybe in an April Fool's or something we cook absurd theories and see which one of them we actually believe.
Theories, but we try to make
but
fucking hilarious. Let's do it.
We make 3 theories and we choose one of them to be one that we actually believe, and then 3 that are fake ones that we are just kind of
guess which one you believe. Tinfoil hat day.
Yeah.
That would be a really fun episode. That'd be really fun.
Okay, bet that's what we're gonna do.
2 tinfoil hats and a detective cap.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Last thing I'm gonna say, Mei's ability is fucking OP. Not only did she control the Hungry Horseman, which she brought from across the sand, which is absolutely insane, but she also brought the Guilty Low, which was also cracked, and then she controlled the Great Serpent, which I was terrified.
Oh yeah, the Black Serpent.
The Black Serpent came back. Haven't seen that guy since Amelia and Puck took care of it. Where the fuck it come from?
Well, that wasn't even
crazy.
It. The Black Serpent only showed up in person in Amelia's flashback, not memory snow or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that was just its left behind residue in
the venom of it.
Yeah.
The Black Serpent we only saw when it killed Archie after he was rescuing baby Amelia.
And we barely saw it then.
Yeah.
I mean, the drawing
now
of
it's a wild card again.
Yeah, the drawing of it looks like a sand earthworm.
Yeah, it's a tiny little, it's like a arm-sized snake, apparently. Looks like something pretty close, with just immensely dangerous because of every disease imaginable.
Yeah, it's literally pestilence personified.
I mean, it had to show up here as well if this was Roy's end.
Yeah, because
but now we know it's not.
So,
Dun, dun, dun.
But it is around. If Roy can call it then it's gonna probably show up when Subaru gets involved in there. Subaru probably dies to the Black Serpent once, right?
Oh my god, the agony for that death too.
Ugh.
Oh.
Like, he
Just kill
frees
yourself.
Roy thinking everything's under control, and all of a sudden he
And
starts
then-
getting sick
and
and
then-
sicker and sicker.
Yeah. And then Roy, the wild card that is Roy is just Roy was an unexpected treat for Arc 9. I have to say, like I was always like he was the most least interesting gluttony. I don't know what Tapei was trying to do with him, and now he's he's just so interesting. Like he's that kind of crazy that gets around to being kind of logical.
He just wants
Yeah.
to be entertained.
Are you not entertained?
You're not entertained.
No, I'm not.
And eat his sister. He also wanted
wants
to do
be a
that.
cannibal.
Yeah, keep him the fuck away from Spica.
Yeah, don't touch Speaker. Oh my god, that's true. Now he might set his sights on Speaker at some point.
Maybe Spica can set him right.
Oh no, not Speaker.
Battle of the Century.
Also, we have a Speaker and Rigel in the story again.
Fuck. I mean, and hey, Rem and Subaru are doting on Spica and abusing Rigel, so that's also canon. Continuing on.
Genuine foreshadowing.
Yeah, genuine foreshadowing.
Which is crazy. Literally, when he said that name, I was like, oh my fucking god.
That's the other crack thing. Again, the ifs aren't canon, but I definitely think Tapei does some thematic paralleling stuff in there every now and then.
Well, there's
with
two.
Greed if, but also Pride if, with like if Reinhardt is Pride and he's the big bad of Subaru and Pride if, wouldn't that be really fucking funny?
Mm-hmm.
They all gotta. They're playing on something.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it might not be canon, I think everything Tapei writes about this world has some sort of connection. Like even that video game. That video game kind of sets us up to see the parallels of Al and Subaru early on.
Yes, but that path is backwards. He said he liked some of the ideas that the video game made and wanted to incorporate them into the story afterwards. So they they made the game. And he's like, oh, that's cool. And so he decided to start including it, which I think is probably how we got some of the other things from the ifs into the main story. That's like where we got Hallibal's personality, you know, or some of the other more minor aspects to it.
I think it's a great way to guard it.
But
I mean, Natsumi Schwartz.
yeah, well, that was side content, but yeah.
That's true.
Thanks.
Do you know what? With all of this royal selection stuff, do you think we'll get that fake royal candidate from the game in the main
Melty?
story, Melty?
I was wondering if we could get Melty to replace Priscilla.
Tapei said, and I
Well, I
quote,
think we
I
do
want
have
to
a
find a
fake
way to
royal
bring him back to
candidate.
the story.
We do.
Let's
yeah, but
go.
I wonder if we'll see her show up at some point as well. That'd be kind of fun.
Maybe she's part of the same nunnery. Oh,
Oh, yeah, she's part of the
literally.
church.
It's
right?
another Capella identity.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's all Capella.
No, but she has an
It's
evil
all
eye.
Capella all the way down.
there is a character called Wolf.
Capella turned into a dragon. She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
There is a
but-
character
Yeah.
called Wolf in ReZero, by the way. He's one of Capella's assassins.
and then you have to voice him.
That person be like, wait a minute. You're gonna have to be
Why'd Tapei doing me dirty like that, man? But yeah,
Did you
anyway.
wear-
Right. I think we've devolved enough
Yeah, we
here.
devolved too much.
Any final thoughts for 8 and 9 that you want to get across, Kyles?
Well, I don't know what to do with my life now. My whole personality was running this audiobook campaign without being caught up. And what is my personality now? Making it. Yay. I can't
Yeah,
wait
now
to
your
relive
personality
it.
is living the
Okay.
truth. Yeah.
Catching
What?
us up. I
Yeah.
guess is the next step.
Let me
got a
say
good
something
plan.
that's going to make the editor creative thing in you very excited. Just imagine all of those lines of Ode Lagana, Buddha, all of those lines. But when the visual edits, we have the actual like quote in Japanese and English flash up on the screen. Okay, I'm just saying, like we could do some really creative, fun stuff with that.
You've added more work.
Glitching
but it
out
is
and the
good.
disappearing.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
he's being an ideas guy right now. time to shut that down.
Break it
Well,
down.
all the
Ideas
other-
guy, yeah.
Greenie is going to be writing notes because Greenie is caught up. Ash will be writing notes. Maybe Common will see this one day. I think Jay-Z's caught up too. Yeah, they're all going to fucking see this and do it. Fuck you, Wolf. Nah, I got to do it
But
too.
now we're gonna get there.
Yeah, and actually with the plan I've cooked up, which you guys will all hear eventually if we actually get it into fruition, we got some crazy plans, which I'm going to pull them aside to go talk about now. So enjoy that cliffhanger. Thank you all for having me on here. I will be joining moving forward for the most part. Because now I will be in
Yay.
the caught up gang. Yay!
Welcome aboard.
Thanks, I hate it here.
And
Bye-bye, everyone.
you get used to it. Bye.
Bye!